This is the Getting Started tutorial for MOBA movement. First you want to do is make sure you import the package into your system. Right now it's version that's on the asset store by January 8th is the version 1.1. There is a mild bug with this version that may cause this tutorial not to work. I've sent an update that will fix that bug. It usually takes about a week or possibly less than a week for them to update it. So if you do see this, just be patient, it'll be fixed. Also, you can derive your scene from the working demo scene in the meantime if necessary. Alright, let's get started. So let's start with a new scene. After this has been imported, let's start with a new scene. In fact, you can load up the demo scene. I've already loaded up the demo scene and test it to make sure it actually works. And it works fine. So I'm going to start a brand new scene. And to start with, we're just going to create a movement character on a plane. So we're going to go and create a 3D plane. Just like that. We want to set this plane. We're going to be using the Unity's navigation system, so we have to set the plane to static because this is going to be our level. And once inside of there, we want to create an object that the camera pick system can see that's in the MOBA movement system. So we need to create a layer inside of our layers tab in the properties of this plane, and I'm going to add a layer, and I just created a layer called camera pick. If you already have a project you've loaded this into, you can just create a new layer and call it camera pick. The name is not important. It can be anything you want, just as long as it's different from all your other layer names. So then we're going to go back to the plane again and make sure this layer is assigned to camera pick. Now we're going to save the scene. And it's taking a long time. There we go. All right. So now that we've got it saved, we can run the Windows navigation system and bake, and you should see the blue show up. That means the navigation system worked. From there, you can go into the Ultra Real Prefabs default MOBA player and drag that into your scene, and then we can bring the MOBA camera rig and also the MOBA movement manager into the scene. Now make sure we go into the MOBA movement manager and you have the MOBA movement manager inspector selected. Go in here and make sure that this click layer mask is set to the layer we set before. Mine was already set, but yours may not be, or it may be set to the wrong layer, so make sure you correct that. The next thing we need to do is we need to get rid of the camera that's already in the scene. We don't need it because we have our own MOBA camera, and we're going to we should be able to hit play at this point and it should work. And yep, it works. He's moving a little fast, but you can change the nav mesh agent information to change his speed, and that is located. Let's find the here we go. That information is here. You can change these numbers to change the unit speed. In fact, you can go down to MOBA move and just change this speed here, and that will make him go slower automatically. So there you go. If you want to change his the speed in which he turns, this is the angular speed that is located here. In fact, if I made it really low, he'll turn really slow, which is probably not what we want. Especially for a MOBA, you want it to be a little more poppy. You can also change the acceleration values and stuff that will cause it to perform slightly differently. So, all right, now that we have that done, we can go on to the next tutorial, which will show you how to add a character. And there's a couple different ways you can do a character. You can just kind of build it on top of this, or you can apply the scripts directly to a character, and we'll move on to that next.